Hi, Shweta.
Hi, Poulomi, and hi, everyone. This is me, Shweta, with Ginny. And welcome back to What Ginny Reads, but primarily Poulomi, brings one book, very interesting one for all of us. So, Poulomi, which book have you brought today and why?
So basically, I am back to exploring folk tales once again. So it's called It's Only a Story, a very, very common format of a kind of cyclical storytelling. Tulika publications, Cathy Spagnoli, and illustrations by Uma Krishnamurti. It's a it's a very, very nice book, and it's fun to read with children because the idea is that it's only a format and you can do so much into the book, and it's also illustrated in Wally style. um, I will tell you where the book starts. So it's like a, if you can see, this is how the story is going. Okay, so the ant gets into something, then something happens, then something happens, then something happens, and finally it ends back to the same cycle. Like if you can see, this picture is getting related. It's very nice. And as a developmental process for children, these kind of stories are very interesting. There's a pure fun folk tales, which earlier used to happen like under the banyan tree, and people used to come and they used to always keep on adding to the oral folklore, and things used to reach someone and then we have to retrace back. I just feel that as a format, these stories are very, very interesting, and we don't get to hear them more. I feel increasingly, we are making children's stories so complex and layered that as if by the time you're 6, 7, 8, you need to know everything. All social dynamics, equity, everything should be known. Gender se lekar, all should be known to you by that point of time. It's not. I mean, this is stories are the way you explore world and things all around you. You explore relations, you come to know, and the most important thing is that imagination, uh, which should run wild. It should not be constrained about. So there is no rightness about a story, right? Because in recent times we are obviously hearing about the sexist and the gender tropes of fairy tales. Yes and no, both. Not that we will advocate them, but the question is that how do you really bring in something very horrifying to children in a way which is palatable to them? So fairy tales also have their scope. So I'm just saying that folk tales offer us that in a much more funny, nuanced, and earthy way. So I am a big, uh, what to say, a fan of folk tales, and I try keep on buying from all over the country.
Great. And when you were showing that, illustration, I could
Hmm.
picture my son looking at it and actually going on and on about what would be happening in that story. So I think it
Yeah,
would take us a great minutes to actually cross that page and go to the next page if it was him watching that.
absolutely,
So which one is
absolutely.
the favorite part when you read it with your daughter?
I think the whole, because
Okay.
so there is no part in the story, na, because it's moving, right? It's almost like you're drawing a circle.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to figure out only one part because there is always this inquisitiveness. What happens next? So it's like this person goes to this person and that happens, and you ask him, why did you do that? And you said, I did that because he did that. And you go to that person, and that person says also, I did that because of. So, and of course, we all know that on a larger philosophical level, all folk tales or folk tales or all tribal folk tales particularly also has in its ethos that the entire congregation of the cosmos, right? That all human beings, all living beings are together, that we all stand united, and all these things. But I think for a
Great.
child, it's like it's fun.
Must be. Great. So thank you, Paulomi, for bringing this book. And we hope everybody looks at it and definitely gets it and reads it with the child
Yeah.
or children. If you are in a class or in a group, definitely.
Thank
So
you.
look forward to meeting you all again in What Guinea Reads. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Good evening.